Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Clan Monthly GRI webinar series, where we talk about different topics ranging on environmental health that affects us as well as the environment. So every month, we organize this webinar where we bring industry leaders, experts, professionals from environment and health related sector to come talk to us about some of the problems affecting our environment and also to provide solutions to some of these topics. So my name is Olayinka Sodiq. So I will be the host for this July edition. And then today we have another exciting guest in our midst by the name Mr. Michael Adefioye. And so before Mr. Michael comes in, I will read his bio for us so that we can know who is discussing with us today. So, the bio of Mr. Michael Oluwaferanmi Adefioye is a dynamic young leader committed to promoting sustainability, clean energy, circular economy, and environmental conservation in Nigeria and across Africa. He has consistently driven impact through advocacy and community-based projects, offering innovative solutions to some of the continent's most pressing environmental challenges. Michael's collaborative approach, working with diverse stakeholders, has proven effective in promoting green practices, shaping policies, and inspiring collective action. He embodies the values of the environmental stewardship, leadership, and community engagement, serving in various capacities, such as the Nigerian Biodiversity Strategy Action Plan Youth Influencer, International Climate Change Development Initiative Africa, CSLT, as the State Project Coordinator, Operations Manager for Yali Ogun State Environmental and Climate Action, the team lead as a team lead, the project coordinator for numerous community-based projects, and the president of a youth-led organization. Mr. Michael is also a certified circular economic research fellow, a sustainability promoter, and sustainability collaborator ambassador, Global Change Ambassador by EcoChange, EMAGES 2025 Africa Green Ambassador Awardee, and has meritoriously bagged numerous certification and recognition. So I welcome Mr. Michael Adefioye to the floor.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Please, can you hear me? Let me confirm that first.
Yes, I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
Yeah, I'm trying to open that.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right, you can see me.
Yes, I can see you now.
What are you doing? Now you died. I'm one of them. Wait, Malachi, what was your? I got 3 for shopping. Daddy, I know that. Why?
So permit me to share my slides so we can go into the key topic of focus. All right, you can see my slide now?
Yes, I can see your slide now, sir.
Please confirm. All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. So once again, thank you so much for this warm welcome. Today we are speaking broadly on a topic that we can say not everybody wants to discuss about it. If we select about 10 people, let me say it will be so scarce to say about 3 people that will know.
Is it me or I can't hear Mr. Michael again? Hello, can anyone hear me? Hello? Is it my network? Hello, if you can hear me, can you, is it from me? Get Mr. Michael has even left.
I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
Okay. I guess he has a network glitch. He has left now.
Lanka, can you change your background?
I don't know about this background issue. When I off my video now, it is the actual, you can see that it's the actual this thing. But when I put on my video now, it changes again. So I don't even understand how
what are you doing?
But I'm working on it underground, chat.
Right, so I'm sorry for the network break. Sorry, please confirm if you can hear me again.
Yes, Mr. Michael, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right, so going straight to the point. Anxiety and SDGs, nothing the emotional landscape of sustainable development. So I'll be taking us through the step-by-step processes, introducing us to what the key concept for anxiety is. And we can say everybody knows or about a thing about SDGs. So not everybody functions in the areas of SDGs. Most people just choose something. So eco-anxiety and SDGs, ways to navigate the emotional landscape of sustainable development. Not just development, but a sustainable type of development.
Sorry, Mr. Michael, you need to be a little audible. And then I thought you wanted to share your screen initially.
Yes, I'm sharing the screen now. Oh.
Okay.
Can you see the screen?
No, I can't see your screen yet. And your voice is a little down.
Incorrectly. No?
No, not yet. Or is it me? Can anyone see Mr. Michael's screen?
Is anyone on the call?
No, I can't see your screen. It's just your picture.
Oh wow. Sorry again.
I think you shared the screen or something.
He was sharing it before he went off. Now.
How about now?
Nothing yet, sir.
How about now?
Nothing yet. No,
Nothing
it's still
yet.
just your picture.
I shared it now.
Or to maybe to avoid this thing, can you just send me the slide?
Okay.
Maybe let me try to share it from my end.
Okay, let me just send you.
Continue.
Let me just send the slide to you. So my mistake is not sharing.
Mr. Michael, I guess you should just continue and then, okay, he's saying that you're about sharing your screen actually.
Okay, while sending this, let me just continue with my slide because I'm sharing. I don't know why it's not even sharing. So as to keep to time. So
Oh boy.
All right. Sorry, I'm back again. Network.
Yes, your screen is up now.
Eco-anxiety. So broadly, eco-anxiety is the chronic fear of suffering and environmental cataclysm, that is being threatened by something that do some things due to their anthropogenic activities. They contribute to land degradation, environmental degradation, and in giving that back, what do we receive in return, or what are we expecting in return? And these are the things that is being returned to us. You know, when we begin to have this feeling, because we don't know what tomorrow holds, the feelings of fear, the feelings of distress, and distress individuals experience due to the growing environmental crisis, including climate change, biodiversity loss, and ecological degradation. That is the basic explanation of eco-anxiety. And it is coined from the word solastalgia. Solastalgia. Solastalgia explains it just explains that the distress that is caused due to environmental changes or environmental challenges. You know, let's look at people growing up. While we're growing up, the way the weather is while we're growing up is different. Now, our body has to adjust. Our body has to adjust. And look at the recent heat waves that we experience in the country. You know, at quite a number of people were feeling so uneasy. You know, one thing about eco-anxiety is just that it is just a seed. It's a seed to germinate one sickness or the other. You know, if it is not well being, like if you don't know how to manage it, it might lead to, you know, when people are being stressed out, you see them developing headache, you see people developing high blood pressure, you see people developing tummy ache and some other things due to the fact that they were unable to handle this anxiety that the environment puts on them. So understanding eco-anxiety again is a psychology
Yes, our guest house. She went off again.
Right, this is my network. Sorry about that. I'm back
No
again.
problems. Okay.
Sorry about that. It is a psychological response. The perceived threat to the planet. So I'm sending the slides to you already. Threat to the planet and its ecosystem, often leading to emotional and mental challenges. It's just like I mentioned earlier, it is all relating to climate, to ecosystem, it's relating to ecology, it's relating to our environment in general. And the anxiety is now the health aspect. It is now the health aspect of it, whereby it is affecting us due to what we are giving to it. What we give to the environment, it gives the environment to at some point start giving it back to us. And we're going to get worried about what this thing will be at the later end. Are we going to be able to live a sustainable world for the coming generations to meet? Let's talk about butterflies. Is our coming generations going to see these things flying up and down? Are they going to experience all these wild animal we see in our farm in the wild? Are we still going to see them? Are they going to have the privilege? So eco-anxiety is just the fear of the unknown. When you look at the solar stadia, that is the fear of environmental change. A drastic change in environment, we get worried. Let's make an example of those people living in the riverine area. When it comes to raining season, you see them starting to develop some anxiety like, oh, it is raining. Once rain starts falling like this, you see people being so much anxious that what will this rain bring for us? Because they are occupying a location that is meant for ecosystem to thrive. So these are the things that that comes with what are the challenges we are facing based on what we're giving back to the environment. So anxiety refers to the stress, worry, and distress experienced by individuals due to the rising impact of climate change and environmental degradation. So up next, we're moving into the symptoms. So after we've identified what eco-anxiety simply means, it is just caused a distress caused by environmental changes. So what are the symptoms of eco-anxiety? We begin to we can point out anger, we point out panic, we can point out fatalistic thinking, we can point out obsessive concern about climate change. If I will add everyone who is an advocate or activist of environment at a point in time have suffered for this thing. So from this thing being called eco-anxiety, but then they learned the way of challenging it into a better solution, that is bringing real change out of it, creating a solution out of the emotional damage that this eco-anxiety would have caused. Discomfort. These are the things that are the symptoms of eco-anxiety in humans. Let's talk about people going out early in the morning and then boom, the sun comes up. At that point in time, first thing first, the emotions will be so triggered that to be like, hey, the sun early in the morning, it becomes too much of water, becomes so tired and stressed out just because the heat was getting so intense. So these are the things, the symptoms of eco-anxiety. So let's go to the statistics now. While speaking on things, I like to make statistical reference to the issues or occurrences. Looking at the statistics now, so it is for young people aged 16 to 25. Just like I mentioned, a lot of people are suffering from eco-anxiety, but they don't know. The little that know, don't know how to channel it. They don't know how to manage it. So when we trace down to Nigeria, you see this very extreme, this moderate, and the not worried. Adding up the percentage for all countries, when we come to Nigeria, you see Nigeria have about over 50% of those who are very extremely affected by climate anxiety. Mind you, this statistic was taken from those who understand what's climate anxiety. And I got the statistic from Nature News. This statistic is showing the numbers of people who are suffering from climate anxiety in this country, and it is just basically some selected few. And the moderates, you see, moderate, those that's moderately okay, I know how to handle it, I still know how to manage it, those are the moderates on this yellow line. And the white line, they are not worried at all. They are the ones that say, okay, maybe I'm able to caution myself, I'm able to handle whatever this eco-anxiety, whatever nature is giving to me. As I'm giving it to nature, nature is giving it back to me, and I learned how to manage it. So these are the statistics, and the statistic is telling the fact already that this topic has not and is not being talked about. It's a neglected one. Many of us as advocates and activists, these are things that geared us up to take action. But what are we doing to those who know nothing about it? We are not talking about it. Everything we say is, oh yeah, engage in community development projects, engage in this volunteer. You know, when people learn to channel whatever that is affecting them to a cause, you know, the betterment that will come out of it. So that is a statistic telling the truth. So we'll be going to a just simple phrase section whereby it's a question for thought. Just imagine yourself under a hot scorching sun, moving so fast to find a comfortable solace, just to be stopped, you know, when we say hot scorching sun, one sun that under heat, you are even sweating. You are sweating to the extent that your shirt self or what you put on is getting so watered up. And you were fast, your pace was fast to find a comfortable solace, just to be stopped by a random person trying to advertise his product to you. What will be your reaction? Will you say, okay, go on, I want to listen, go on, I'm with you, go on, explain? What will be a reaction? You know, many times you are being stopped on the road, and the first thing you will say is, please, just let me be. These are things that come from us suffering for what nature has given to us. But we don't know that it is, that is it. Nature is giving it back to us. You know, we've depleted the ozone layer, and nature is giving back heat waves and sun, scorching sun, and these things are affecting us and creating a defect in us. But we are taking it as, oh, it's a normal thing. When I feel a headache after walking under the sun, it's a normal thing. Let me just make use of this and eat this. Instead of us channeling and creating solutions out of the sufferings we are facing. The things we've given back to nature, nature now is trying to reclaim itself, and then it's giving it back to us in terms of affecting our emotions. Moving forward, all right. So social media violence, eco-anxiety. I'm one person that likes statistics a lot. So I majorly want to bring out statistics instead of talking. So social media violence, eco-anxiety or norms. So still from the Nature News, eco-anxiety on social media. So this statistic was carried out all over the world, about 8 billion tweets, and basically on Twitter. So these are for people on Twitter. So they checked the rate at which people tweeted negatively on this social media page based on a duration of years from 2015 down to 2022. You know, when we say that this thing is real, we know climate change is real, even climate change effect is real. It is not just the climate change. It is not just the happening that is real. Even the effect on humans is getting so real, but then we are neglecting it and we are seeing it as norms. We are seeing it as norms. Things are taking over. Things are trying to regenerate, and then it is still much affecting us, but still, we are still sitting on it and saying, this is how nature works. It is just natural. Eco-anxiety on social media. So from the year 2015 down to 2016, we can see the trend. We can see the increase and the decrease in positive sentiment. Twitter is one place that it is violence filled. So, but these things are not driven by trying to harvest to get social media engagement. Many a times it is because of emotions. It is because of what we are going through. I can make example of even myself during those heat wave season. At every point in time, I just see myself getting stressed and angry at the little things. I just see myself getting angry. This is the real fact that climate anxiety is affecting us. Moving forward from anxiety to action, turning fear into fuel. Turning fear into fuel, not just getting affected by it, not just allowing the anxiety, eco-anxiety, not just allowing it to take over us, trying to bring out a solution, bring out the positivity out of the negative, whatever that eco-anxiety is building and putting in us. So eco-anxiety, though deeply uncomfortable, is not inherently negative. It's not inherently negative. It is a natural emotion, just like I mentioned. It is natural emotion response to a real and escalating global crisis. At some point, we worry. Now, we see people worrying about GMO. We see people getting worried about Nigeria accepting GMO. And it's for a fact, it's because people are just getting to know. Last year, there was a news, I can't really remember the site, whereby there was a donation of maize seed to farmers. And these seeds are genetically modified. But it's now getting to this time that everyone is getting opened up because, well, we can say it's for the betterment and we are supporting it because it's definitely going to have a drastic effect on us, aside the little thing eco-anxiety is forcing a human race. So escalating global crisis, rather than seeing it as a weakness, we can view eco-anxiety as a signal. It is a push. You can see it as a push, like the little push to elevate, little push to change something, little push to cause a solution, little push for positivity, a motivator that urges individuals and societies to respond to meaningful environmental threats. So it is not all negativity. It is not a disease. But when it is being neglected, that is when it is a disease and a disaster. When eco-anxiety is not being channeled into the right source, that is when it is now a disaster. Eco-anxiety, the fear of of not knowing what the future holds, seeing what the present is giving to us. See the present giving it to us back to back. The recent one was flooding, and we see the effect of it. So these are the things, these are the signals, and it's a push for us to get involved. To as many who are still being affected, just thinking, day by day, everybody just gets, oh, is this how this world is? Climate change is real. We are suffering. Enough of the suffering. It is now time to talk it out. Bring out the change. Call out the change. So from anxiety to action, turning fear into fuel. Understanding the roots. So eco-anxiety did not just come in a day. It has been, even from the millennial down to the Gen Z, to the Gen Alpha, to the Gen Z. It is something that has been growing. There are things that the millennial generation enjoyed that the Gen Alpha did not even see. Is it Gen Alpha before millennial Gen Alpha, and then the Gen Z? There are things we didn't see, but then they pointed out to us that this is how this tree is. Many times we've heard of mangrove. We can't come across mangrove anywhere. Even beside waters now, it is so hard for you to locate mangrove now. These things are going extinct. And we know mangrove to capture a whole lot of carbon. Now, for every mangrove that is being cut down, we should know the number of carbon that is being released into the atmosphere. And this thing causes the climate change effect, and then it still comes back to us. That is the clear root of it. From humans' development, our so-called development, development in our own time, it is something of, destroying and building for the benefit of ourselves. We are not considering the benefits of the environment we are getting it back from. We are not considering if we are still going to have the chance of getting those things more from the environment. Yesterday, I saw it on the news again that we have exhausted our natural resources for this year. It has been a whole lot of pressure on our natural resources these days. Everyone neglecting the natural course and then trying to just exploit. So these are the roots. These are the roots of eco-anxiety. These little things we do are those things contributing to climate change and everything coming down to us, building fear in us because we don't know what tomorrow holds. So feelings of powerlessness in the face of climate change, biodiversity loss, and environmental degradation. Yes, we are creating change. The SDG is a pointer. We see SDG is pointer to creating a change. So also we talk about biodiversity. We can give accolades to the Nigerian Biodiversity Strategy Action Plan. That is a set plan to achieve 23 targets of biodiversity reclamation. So these are the things, but then all these things cannot be achieved if each individual do not join their hands to make it being able, like everyone join hands together, and then we'll be able to achieve it together. So overexposure to negative environmental news. This day, flooding happened in this place. Tomorrow, you heard about somebody that was carried away by water. Next day, you heard about somebody that was caught up in forest fire. The next day, you heard about somebody that died from too much intense heat. These things built some number of eco-anxiety in us. So those are the root. And when we trace it back, it is not coming from the environment. It is coming from the little things we've given to the environment. The little things we've given to the environment. It's wow me this day that in Lagos now, you see people selling our precious, what do we call it? Ocean side, all these ocean side. You see people selling it, turning it to real estate now. These are things that will still come back to us. The emotional disconnect between policy discussions and real-life environmental impacts. The emotional disconnect between policy discussions and real-life environmental impacts. Those are the roots. Eco-anxiety did not just appear in a day. It develops. When we look back to the olden days, the way they engage their natural resources, it is of something lasting. But then because we want a quick thing, it is just so amazing that we create a solution. And when we create a solution, we can count about 10 problems from the solution. Is that development? Can we still term that as development? So these are the things that is leveling us up and making people get anxious. Even me, I was anxious because I don't know what tomorrow holds. I don't know what will happen in the next few days. Growing up, I was exposed to flooding. At some point, I don't just know, I had to just get up and say, okay, yes, we have to create a solution. We can't just keep wallowing and saying, hey, we don't know what this will happen. Everybody is shouting, hey, climate change, climate change. Why is it that we are not joining hands together to do something? So these are the roots of eco-anxiety. So transforming emotions into energy. Transforming emotions to energy. Don't just get emotional. Don't get emotional about what these things has brought to us. Build energy out of it. Channeling emotions into advocacy. These are the ways by which we can harness eco-anxiety. These are the ways we can harness eco-anxiety. Channeling emotions into advocacy. Use concern as a catalyst to educate others, protest, or push for policy change. Passion, empathy. These are the things that drive advocacy. When you have empathy for a thing, you give your heart for it. It is not just because you want to get something for it. It is not just because you want to get money out of it. It is because we want to see a change. And until we see that change, we won't stop. Channeling emotion into advocacy. Use eco-anxiety as a catalyst to educate others. Protest or push for policy change. So joining collective action, that's what I was talking about, cooperation, collaboration, coming together. We don't isolate. Through isolation, nothing can be solved. Collaboration reduces isolation and reinforces impact. That is climate strike or climate walk. We just take climate walk. That is one thing I've seen a whole lot of that happen in Abuja. Climate walk, climate strike, community cleanups. This is everywhere. Volunteer for it. Join them. Change. Don't just be affected by emotions. Don't let emotion overwhelm you and start giving you headache. Thing why I try to go into the aspect of mental health wellness and the aspect of eco-anxiety is because it's a topic on its own. It's a broad topic on its own. So let's try to tackle eco-anxiety and bring out a solution for every individual. Joining collective action, volunteer with organizations. It is for our own good. It is for the environment. It is for the future. It's for our coming generation. Starting local, thinking global. Starting local, thinking global. Thinking sustainability. Small actions like tree planting, recycling initiative, or promoting sustainable diet build momentum. I will tell people that start from your household. Start from your home. If you're an environmentalist or a climate change advocate, and in your house we can't find a tree like this, you're just using mouth. You have no right to be called that. So start from your home. Get your home. So one family at a time. If every family embrace that, then what a wonderful world we are going to have. Small actions like tree planting, recycling initiative, or promoting sustainable diet build momentum. Sustainable diet. See, sustainable. Peer support groups for eco-conscious youth. We can create a community whereby we identify people who are suffering. It is something that a lot of people don't know about. So we first have to teach it. Enough of teaching climate change, climate change, climate change, climate change. Yes, it's good. But when we teach climate change, let us teach these effects, how it's affecting humans, how it's affecting us, so that everybody can know how to harness it and convert it into energy or convert it into solution, into innovation, sustainable innovation in that time. Community gardens, sustainability clubs, and green entrepreneurship hubs. Let everybody, yes, we are liking it that every organization now is incorporating green strategy, sustainability into their practices. Yes, more of it. As a fashion design, you incorporate sustainable fashion designing into your fashion space. Even as a tech guru, we incorporate it into it. So shared safe space for reflection and dialogue. Empowerment through knowledge and skills. Empowerment through knowledge and skills. So the link between eco-anxiety and the SDGs. You might be wondering, though I mentioned earlier that the SDGs are pointers. They are pointers to problems that can be addressed. So the link between eco-anxiety and the SDGs. So they are so much related. Eco-anxiety is not just emotional. You see, it keeps mentioning it is not just emotion. It is like a push. It is the little spark that is needed for a fire to erupt. Nature is not being wicked by making people anxious. Nature is trying to get people fired up to create change for its own benefit. No, we'll call eco-anxiety nature's tool. That is the only tool nature has that it can use to catch us. That's the only tool. That is the only weapon nature has. So eco-anxiety isn't just emotional. It is a systemic response tied to development failures and urgency. The Sustainable Development Goals are a global footprint for achieving a better and more sustainable future for all. Please, are we all listening? Are we still here? Please, I want to confirm if I'm still audible. Please confirm if I'm still audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm following you. You are very much audible.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the Sustainable Development Goals are a global blueprint for achieving a better, more sustainable future for all. While they aim to solve environmental and social issues, they also review. That's why I said it's a pointer to problems so that we can bring out solution effectively. The magnitude of the crisis, which can trigger or intensify eco-anxiety. Just take a SDG, climate action. You see a whole lot of problems under it. You begin to be like, hey, under this climate action, these are the numerous problems. It is not to get us scared. It is not to get us to feel somehow, but then to push us. It's a spark for us to create the change that is needed for sustainability. So which can trigger or intensify eco-anxiety, especially among youth and frontline communities. So I'm going to make a key example of three SDGs in that aspect. We have the 3, 13, and 12, climate action, consumption and production, good health and well-being. So all these, it is not just these three that are related. They are all interrelated. They are all interrelated. Eco-anxiety is a tool. Let's just see it as a sword to building a sustainable and the green future we all desire. It is now time that even in technology, in innovation, in fashion, in whatever, name it, begin to incorporate, think about, when we teach, that is why a whole lot of advocates target young individuals, students in school, secondary school, primary school, because if they get to start thinking green innovation from while they are growing up, the world will be a better place. Enough of teaching them climate change. Teach people sustainable innovation, green skills. Green skills they can do, solar, all these things that they can do. Teach them to always reason in the aspect of, is this sustainable? Is this thing not going to affect the environment? Whereby the environment will have to also bring something back to us, which is anxiety, eco-anxiety. So there's a link between eco-anxiety and the SDGs. And the link is that SDGs is a pointer to problem, eco-anxiety is a fuel to solve those problems. Aligning with the SDGs, each sustainable development goal offers a tangible pathway for action. For example, climate action, thinking about it empowers activism. Under climate action, we can come in the aspect of biodiversity, go in the aspect of water, go in the aspect of different aspects of climate action. You see, when we begin to align it, everything empowers activism, telling us to be the change, lead the change. Responsible consumption and production promote lifestyle change. Our no should be no. Whatever it is that does not align with sustainability, everything should stand on a no. GMOs should be on a no. It's been long that this thing has been pushed to us. So these are things that eco-anxiety wants us to bring out. The solution, nature wants us to bring out through eco-anxiety. Standing for nature's cause, not just standing for our own cause alone. Not just standing for our own cause alone, standing for nature's cause. SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. To support local government, local engagement, turning eco-anxiety into action, align personal emotion with global objective, bridging inner turmoil with outer impact. These are the things, these are sustainable goals that point out problems to be solved through us channeling the energy into it. So moving forward again, youth voices as agents of balance. Youth are vulnerable, but also visionary. It has always been youth. It is our generation, and it is our world currently. The generation before us will leave us behind. We'll be the one left. It now depends on how we try to grow it before aging. We have to train the coming generation. What we give to them is what they will give to the coming generation. I should not meet a world clean, good, and in safe condition, and then leave it in a bad, worse, and worst position. So we bring creativity, courage, cultural insights. Youths are the voices, and we are the agent of balance. We are the agent of change. It is high time we get to start speaking about the topic eco-anxiety as not just being a problem, but then being a trigger for solutions to be implemented. It is nature's tool. That is what I like calling it. I'll call it nature's tool. Dialogue circles, safe mental spaces, creative expression, many, name it. There are a lot of ways by which we can advocate for nature's cause. We have passion for music. There are different ways we can do that. And then as a spoken word artist, different aspects. And then everything is coming down to youth. We are the voice that can advocate for nature's cause. What can be done? For individuals, limit doom scrolling. Practice mindful consumption. Get involved in real local solutions. For institution, integrate mental health in SDG programming. It is not just about talks of climate change. It is about solutions to climate change. Building people, triggering people to be the change, to lead the change. Not just making people understand that, yes, the land is getting destroyed, the land is, people know this is emergency. It is an emergency and it needs urgent care. It needs urgent attendance. To support community resilience through inclusive dialogue, engage with stakeholders as youth, policy implementation, contribute to it. It is our future. This is what they will leave for us, and we have to get involved in it. So eco-anxiety is not a disease. It is a spark to creating the change we desire. It is a spark that we need in creating the change that nature desires. So I'll leave us with this last quote. It says, eco-anxiety is not weakness. It is proof you care deeply. It is proof that we care so much just like I mentioned, it is nature's tool. It is the only tool, the only sword that nature has that can use to push us to do something to help it. Nature tried helping itself, it tried regenerating, but still, we still keep constituting a whole lot of nuisance that is affecting it. So the goal is not to silence it, but to listen and act. Eco-anxiety has no medicine. It has no cure. The only cure it has is when you make a spark out of it, and then you lead the change in your communities, in your localities, in your families, your workplace, everywhere you find yourself. So the goal is not to silence it, but to listen and act. Let your anxiety grow roots, not weeds. Don't just be anxious for nothing. Don't get stirred up by what the world is turning into and just let it be like that. Create a change out of it. Let flowers bloom out of it. Create a change out of it. Let flowers bloom out of it. Let your anxiety grow. Let your anxiety grow, not wait. So I'll be leaving us with a very quick video, which I want us to see together. It is a message to eco warriors, myself and you, that anxiety is not a deficiency. It is a tool to creating the change we desire. So is the audio, can you hear it?
No, I can't hear it. I'm even trying to play the video from here, but I'm not clicking it.
Yes, I'm trying to. So I will share the video now. Sorry. I will share now. I hope while I share my screen. Oh, do you see it? Can you see my screen?
I can't see your screen yet. It's saying here that the video is not available.
Can you see my screen now?
No, I can't see your screen. I tried to click on the video, but it's saying here that the video is not available.
It's not available. But you can see my screen now.
Yes, I can see your screen now.
All right, yeah. So you can see the video too.
Yes.
All right. Is it audible?
No, it is not. It is not audible.
Is it audible now?
Not yet. It's only playing, but not audible.
like us to use. What's the audible, Abi? It's not audible, Abi.
Yes, it is not audible.
So let me share you the link if you can able. Right. So I say very big thank you. Thank you so much. And now this is the end of my session on eco-anxiety and SDGs. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michael, for that amazing and wonderful presentation on eco-anxiety. It was very, very eye-opening and enlightening. And then I really, really appreciate how you enumerated it, your points, and even backed it with statistics on the problems that eco-anxiety brings and how it affects us directly and our environment. So it was a very, very exciting and interesting topic. Thank you very much, Michael Adefiuni, for that wonderful presentation. And I really appreciate your efforts, and we are very, very grateful Without much ado, I think this is where we draw the curtain for the July edition of the Clan Initiative Green Monthly webinar that comes up every month. It comes up at the last Saturdays of every month. So it will come your way next month again, where we bring another exciting guests into our midst. Thank you very much to everyone that joined. Thank you to everyone that took time out of their busy schedule to make it to the meeting. And we are very grateful, and we hope to see you in our next coming episode. So to come your way next time, it is bye. Thank you again. Thank you once again, Mr. Michael, for the wonderful presentation. Really appreciate it, sir.
So, thank you so much.
Okay, have a good evening and enjoy the weekend.
And you too. Thank you.